increasingly more difficult because the Suns are a second apron team. So it's hard for them to aggregate contracts and trades, right? Especially with a team like the Knicks, which doesn't have a lot of flexibility roster-wise in what they can do to acquire Kevin Durant, right? So at the end of the day, I think Giannis would be the superstar they would go at. I don't know if they have the assets to do that because of the Steichen rule, they only have available to trade their 2026 first rounder. They can't trade that 2020 or 2030 first round pick to the Bucks because they already gave up their 2029 first round pick. Looking at the market, they'll at least have the taxpayer mid-level exception. I don't expect them to be a second apron team. Therefore, they could use that money on Bruce Brown Jr. They could use it on Clint Capella, especially if, Mitchell Robinson is traded or if they just, obviously Precious is probably gone. I don't expect them to re-sign him. And you could even go get Dennis Schroeder if you think you need another guard other than Brunson out there and Miles McBride, who plays more of an off guard. You need someone to handle the ball, take pressure off of him. Schroeder could be an option there too. I could also see Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Now, I don't know if he'll accept the taxpayer mid-level exception. Minnesota might pay him more because they have his bird rights, but that'd be an option. I think he would fit in perfectly on that team. You look at Malik Beasley, he's not going to be available, obviously, because the Pistons are going to give him a massive contract extension. I mean, he was the second best player in almost a 50-win team last year. Overall, there's not many options with this market. You could go get Gary Trent Jr., maybe Trey Lyles, Trey Jones, guys like that. I know they were interested in trading for Kobe White, but I don't think the Bulls will make that trade. And the Knicks would have to give up like Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, someone like that to get a Kobe White. So I don't expect that to be the trade they go for. But I feel like they could acquire Giannis if the offers from the other teams aren't as substantial. Like if the Bucks, they say, okay, Damian Lillard is still going to be okay when he's back. We don't know that. Maybe they think like that. Okay, we get OG Anunoby, who's one of the best defenders in the league. Mikal Bridges, who we've seen what he could do as the number 1 or 2 option on a team. Multiple second rounders and a first round pick unprotected in 2026. Now, not the best option, but definitely the best option the Knicks could give unless they also include Miles McBride and Mitchell Robinson, which is a possibility as well. Like I mentioned, this would be another possibility too. You put in Hart, Anunoby, Bridges, McBride, and all those picks because you can only trade that 2026 first rounder for a Giannis Antetokounmpo. In that return, they would also get Bobby Portis if he accepts his player option. That would at least give them a solid big three of Cat, Brunson, Giannis. Now, you'd have to really, you gutted the rest of the roster, going to have to get guys to replace Josh Hart, OG Anunoby, but they could have enough in free agency to go and get guys like that as well. Because as you can see, the apron space goes down after the trade and the tax space goes down. So they'll have more available to go and get more signings in free agency. In all likelihood, they'll probably use their second round pick and their taxpayer middle level exception and keep the entire team because they're so close to the finals. I think a coaching change is needed and that could get them there next year. Do you guys agree? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure to follow me for more NBA content like this.